For Wednesday.
Hindi lalaro sa speaker. Malis na yun.
Oo, ano? Yan, nandito ako.
Kailangan makarating pa naman tayo. Dali lang naman yun.
Ilang araw ko. D-Day on March 1. Oo, nga. Roger, utang ka sa akin, ha?
Kailangan malaman.
Nataguan mo ko, pati yung
mga
dati
tanong
mabilis
natin.
ka mag-text, ngayon ine-erase mo yung pangalan mo.
Oh, dinayaan ko na lang.
Tatlo. Pangapat ka.
Tingnan mo din sa kodi ko. May we please rise for the singing of the national anthem. Session is called to order.
Bayang magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, buyan ka ng magiging, sa manlulupit, di ka pasisingil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong baghang, may ilang ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kisap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagtitigil. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng walang aming pagsikta, buhay ay langit sa likod. Aming ligaya na pag may mga akin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please remain standing for a minute prayer, silent prayer. Thank you. The majority floor leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we defer the calling of the roll.
Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Objection.
Was the objection of Representative Atienza?
Before we start today's session, we insist on calling the roll as stipulated
Session suspended.
by the order of business today and in every session of this Congress.
Sessions resume. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, we have a pending motion to call the roll of members. So I move that we call the roll of members. I so move, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
No objection. Hearing none, the motion is approved. I hereby directed the Secretary General to call the roll of the members.
Roll call of members, honorable representatives. Abad, Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Acop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Bilyar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batucabe, Bautista Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilia, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Maravida, Brosas, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Caso Franz, Caso Fredinil, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Seravica, Cerilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Co, Cuanco, Culiantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, Del Oso Montalia, Di Vaporo Abdullah, Di Vaporo Khalid, Duavit, Durano, Di Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Rigel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Priol, Floyrendo, Flores, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose, Garcia Albano, Gary Richard, Gary Sharon, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Gomart, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Aurelio Dong, Gonzales Fernando, Gorizeta, Gullias, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hoffer, Halasos, Javier, Ko, Kongun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lee, Limkaychong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagal Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudadato Suarto, Mangudadato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Nunez Maleñaon, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Vini, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roa Puno, Robes, Rocomora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque Ari, Roque Roelio, Sakdalan, sa Garbaria, sa Hali, Salceda, sa Limbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansig Estrelita, Swansig Horacio, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherny, Teada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turabi Nataman, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Vilago, Yap Arthur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Mar Carmen, Zamora Ronaldo, Sarate, Subiri. Mr. Speaker, the roll call shows that 219 members responded to the call.
With 219 members responding to the call, the chair declares the presence of a quorum.
Mr. Speaker,
The majority leader,
Mr.
what's the
Speaker,
pleasure of the gentleman from Buhay Party List?
Yes, we have a quorum because we do our own counting. We know that there are 197 members on the floor and not 219. That's just to put on record a more accurate count than what our secretariat is prone to give us. Thank you.
Noted. The majority leader.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to put it on record that the official count is 219 members.
Noted. Majority leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we approve Journal number 74 dated February 22, 2017.
Any objection? The chair is hearing none. Hears none. The motion is approved. Journal number 74 dated February 22, 2017.
Yes.
Wednesday is approved. The majority leader.
Mr. Speaker,
What's the pleasure of the lady from Laguna?
Mr. Speaker, I rise on a matter of personal and collective privilege, Mr. Speaker.
What is your personal and collective privilege?
It is about, Mr. Speaker, it's about the recent issue that my name was dragged last Friday, sir.
You have the floor, Representative Len Alonte.
Mr. Speaker, I have a privilege motion.
What's
Motion, Mr. Speaker.
is that a point of order?
Yes, yes.
What is your point of order?
The point of order, Mr. Speaker, is that the journal that was just acted on a few minutes ago contains an error on page 11 where it says, and I quote, remarks of Representative Dasa. At this point, Representative Dasa said that he did not want a nominal voting, unquote. This is the opposite of what I actually said. I manifested that I wanted a nominal voting. I didn't say that I didn't want it.
The majority leader.
Mr. Speaker, we move for a few minutes suspension.
Session
So moved.
suspended. Sessions resume. Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, the Honorable Alonte has the floor.
The lady from Laguna is hereby recognized by the chair, and you have now the floor to render your privileged speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, ladies and gentlemen in this august chamber, I stand before you today not for myself, but rather for the people that I serve, the very institution to which I belong, and for my family, most especially for my children. How do you even respond to your 7-year-old daughter's question, "Mama, are you okay?" As a mother of two, I am in deep pain knowing that your young children are hurting because of these baseless accusations thrown at me. Whether this is the first or the 100th time, I could not get used to seeing my kids worry about me or our family. Every mother would agree with me. My kids are the reasons why I am working to create a better future for this country. We as parents work hard to ensure that they stand a chance for a better life, a better country. I do not subscribe to illegal acts, and I will never participate in efforts to undermine the truth. Because I am one with this administration in aiming for a Philippines free of drugs, corruption, and criminality. This is my dream for my own children and for every young Filipino. I cannot deny that the past few days have been difficult, not only for me but more so for my family. I was surprised to hear that my name, something I've protected very well my whole life, was dragged into baseless and false accusations. I could take the easier route and just sweep this thing under the rug, knowing fully in my conscience that I am innocent. After all, why dignify an accusation that did not come with a solid evidence and concrete proof? But this is not just my battle. When I said yes to public service 19 years ago, I know that my name will always be associated with the people I am serving and the city or district I am representing. Hence, I needed to speak. I needed to speak up. I needed to clear my name. Politics is a calling. You have to want and have the willingness to serve, the sacrifice, and to believe that there is a higher order, almost a divine calling to make a difference and be the stimulus of positive change. Politics is also a not so clean-cut world, but it is up to you to just accept it as it is or do something good about it. With 333,278 Biñanenses I am representing in the Lone District of Biñan, and the 292 members of the House of Representatives, which I am part of, I could not just easily allow my name to be tarnished, because dragging my name into malicious insinuations is tantamount to dragging my beloved city and the people I serve with all my heart, and as well as the name and integrity of this august chamber. And that I could not simply ignore. My track record speaks for itself. I am a firm believer that integrity is a cornerstone of good governance. It's always been my resolute will that under my leadership, honest and sincere service to every Biñanense should be practiced at all levels of government. I have a no-nonsense stance on corruption and injustice. I have been in public service almost all my life, and I have served my constituents from being a councilor, vice mayor, mayor, now the representative in Congress. I have lived my life and my political life with few goals and purpose. Serve with dignity and honesty, and serve your constituents well. I preach about this, and I practice what I preach. The truth will always set you free. A strong and powerful quote that resonates in my life every waking hour. As a public servant, my life and achievements is an open book. I welcome my constituents to question my leadership and my judgment because this is their right and duty. Our constituents should question our motives, ask if it benefits the people, as these are their fundamental rights as a citizen. The government is the same way. It is their right to question and to ask if they find any discrepancy or if they have questions about service and about what is good for the people. This is simply called good governance. The current government is an example of making sure they ask, they inquire, and if needed, persecute under the law those that are found guilty of regressing the country and its people. It does not matter the status, it does not matter the political affiliation, and it doesn't matter what a few or the majority thinks. The reason the Lady of Justice is blindfolded is because it does not want to see anything but the facts. This government attempts to do just that. Aaminin ko po, nung una ko pong narinig ito, sumama po ang loob ko at inisip ko, ito ba ang gobyernong aking pinaglalaban? Ito ba ang partido na aking sinasamahan? Pero nung maisip-isip ko, hindi naman ako siguro nagkamali. And naniniwala po ako na nangyari po ito sa akin, hinayaan po ng partido, hinayaan ng administrasyon, hindi dahil gawa-gawaan man, hinayaan kahit na ako'y miyembro ng PDP Laban, dahil ang gobyernong ito ay transparent. Nisip ko na lang na ang gobyernong ito ay walang tinitignan, walang kinikilingan, kapartido ka man o hindi. At dahil dito sa isip na pinanghahawakan ko, alam ko na dito sa administrasyong ito, makukuha ko ang hustisya dahil alam ko na ang administrasyong ito ay patas. It may not be perfect, or the government may not be perfect in everyone's eyes, but it is trying, and we as the citizens need to support and encourage unity and peace. We can question, we can inquire, but at the end of the day, we, the citizens of the Republic of the Philippines, should and must believe that good will always trump evil, that justice is served to those that believe and practice truth and honesty. What I learned through all this in that spite of the shock, the pain that it has caused my family, my children, and myself, that there is a purpose and meaning to all this, that there is a message that is being given to me, and that this is to continue to serve without fear of rejection, ridicule, or insults, that if you serve truthfully and honestly, if you serve by putting your constituent first and your personal interests last, then this world, this country has hope for a better future. Kanina po, marami pong mga kaibigan ang nagsasabi na pwede ko naman daw po itong palampasin. Not because gusto nilang palampasin ko, pero dahil tinitignan nila ang aking kapakanan na ayaw daw po nila na makita sa record itong maling akusasyon na ito. Ayaw nilang malagyan ako sa historya ng pangit na akusasyon. Pero ang sabi ko po, kung hindi ho ako tatayo, sino ho ang tatayo para sa akin? Kung hindi ko ho lilinisin ang pangalan ko at mananahimik na lang, ano po kaya ang iisipin ng aking mga constituents na ipinaglalaban? That's why I'm here today, Mr. Speaker. I'm here to give my side and let other people judge me. Hindi ko ho, okay lang ho mapunta sa isang historya kahit na mali yung akusasyon. Pero naniniwala ako at the end of the day, ang katotohanan ang mananaig. I believe that the generation after ours will read the history books and see that one time in the history of the Philippine Congress, there was a woman who, in spite of her unexpected and painful experience, in spite of the hurt and negative publicity it has given her and her entire family, in spite of feeling betrayed, judged through public opinion, in spite of the deep sorrow and anguish it has caused, remained resilient, continued the belief with the government she serves and the party affiliations she belongs, and made her constituents know that justice and truth will always prevail, and that the Lady of Justice, all-knowing and blindfolded, has exonerated her, and instead of lashing out, instead of bitterness and hate, promoted love, unity, and cooperation. And as I end my message, I would like to thank my colleagues in the 17th Congress who sent their kind words of encouragement and support. Kilala po ninyo kung sino kayo. Ang suporta, pagmamahal, na pinakita niyo po sa akin at pinarating ng mga nakaraang araw, ang siya po ang nagpaalala sa akin kung gaano ako kamahal ng Diyos. Akala ko po nung una, hindi ko maintindihan kung bakit ito nangyari sa akin. Hindi ko marinig ang Diyos. Pero dahil sa pagmamahal, suporta, tiwala po ninyo sa akin, yun yung nagpalakas sa akin. At naramdaman ko yung pagmamahal ng Diyos sa akin. Kaya maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Hindi ko po kayo malilimutan. At muli, sa akin nung pagtatapos, gusto kong sabihin sa inyo na hindi ko po sisirain ang pangalan ng ating institusyon na kinaaaniban, ang 17th Congress. I am Congresswoman Len Alonte Nagyat, the representative of the Lone District of Biñan, and a proud member of the 17th Congress. Maraming salamat po and God bless you all.
Session suspended. Sessions resumed. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that to refer the speech of the Honorable Alonte to the Committee on Rules. So move, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor.
Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. Speaker, by leave of the House, I move that we consider bills on third reading.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we consider House Bill 4903 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the bill and after call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of the bill.
House Bill number 4903, an act simplifying the donor's tax rate, amending for the purpose Section 99 of the National Internal Revenue Code of 1997 as amended. Roll call of members, consideration of House Bill number 4903. Abad, Abaya, Abayon, Abillanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Akop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Adbincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez Franz, Alvarez Mercedes, Alvarez Pantaleon, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batucabe, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte Feliciano, Belmonte Jose Christopher, Belmonte Ricardo, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo Anthony, Bravo Meravida, Brosas, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Caso Franz, Caso Pedernil, Tatamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serabica, Cirilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coanco, Cullantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Coselan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, De Rosario, De Losa Montalia, De Maporo Abdullah, De Maporo Khalid, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Ferrer Juliet, Ferrer Luis, Ferriol, Floyrendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Fentibelia, Garbin, Garcia Gwendolyn, Garcia Jose, Garcia Albano, Gary Richard, Gary Sharon, Gasataya, Gachalian, Heron, Goana Cristina, Gomart, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales Alexandria, Gonzales Arroyo Dong, Gonzales Fernando, Guriseta, Gullas, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Alusos, Javier, Ko, Kongun, Dabadlabad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lee, Lim Kay Chong, Lobrigat, Lopez Benhur, Lopez Carlo, Lopez Manuel, Loyola, Macapagalaroyo, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Magudodato Suarto, Magudodato Sajid, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Nubel, Nograles Jericho, Nograles Carlo, Nolasco, Nunez Maliñaon, Bominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong Edwin, Ong Henry, Ortega Pablo, Ortega Bini, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Rowapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez Isidro, Rodriguez Maximo, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque Hari, Roque Rogelio, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento Cesar, Sarmiento Edgar, Sabiliano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansig Estrelita, Swansig Horacio, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan Angelina, Tan Milagrosa, Tan Sherney, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turabi Nataman, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy Juliet, Uy Rolando, Uy Beretta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Gilago, Yap Artur, Yap Melesio, Yap Victor, Yu, Zamora Marcamen, Zamora Ronaldo, Zarate, Subiri.
With 221 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill 4903 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, let us recognize our guests from the gallery, the following officials from the local government unit of the province of Davao del Sur. They are Stephanie Bautista, Brett Bautista, Alan Colina, Alberto Baliota II, Alexander Lumain, Romeo Lopez, Vivencio Almano, Alexander Uy, Hardin John Joyce, Adelan De Arce, Jimmy Danuata, all guests of Representative Lorna Bautista Bandigan of the Lone District of Davao Occidental, Mr. Speaker.
Guest of Representative Bautista Bandigan is welcome to the House of Representatives. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, let us also acknowledge our guests at the gallery. The guest of the Honorable Vilma Santos Recto, Representative, 6th District of Batangas, Lipa City, the Lipa Local Lady Legislators League, Telma Libreya, Emily Quencena, Elena Asilo, Daisy Balangawan, Zenaida Mercado, Digna Bautista, Rodora Casanova, Luz De Castro, Melody Endozo, Vilma Hernandez, Gloria Latag, Gloria Lopez, Maria Mercedes Monfero, Merly Perez, Fe Umali, all guests of Representative Vilma Santos Recto of the 6th District of Batangas, Mr. Speaker.
Guest of Representative Vilma Santos Recto from the Lone District of Lipa City, welcome to the House of Representatives. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, earlier the Honorable Dasa rose to make a manifestation which he wants me to make mention of again regarding our journal of Wednesday, February 22, 2017, on page 11, under remarks of Rep. Daza, it should read, at this point, Rep. Daza said that he wanted nominal voting.
The manifestation of the Majority Leader is noted.
Mr. Speaker,
Mr. Speaker, we move for the recognition of the gentleman from the party list Buhay, the Honorable Lito Atienza.
The representative from Buhay Party List, Representative Lito Atienza, is recognized.
thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Together with Congressman Daza, we are also questioning the journal of last Wednesday's meeting session. Because what I raised was in support of Congressman Daza's position that Rule number 54 talks about the motion for closing of a debate. And that motion by itself, according to the rules, is debatable, allowing 3 members of the majority to speak in favor and 2 members of the minority to speak up and air their views. Whether it's negative or positive, they should have been allowed. And we were insisting on that point. And we never agreed that the voting should continue because the debate has not even started. And Rule 54 is very clear. If you read it and you reread it over and over again, it talks about the motion to close the debate, does not talk about a viva voce vote right away, but rather to ask the body, are you in favor of closing the debate or not? Then 3 members of the majority should be allowed to defend the motion, while 2 members of the minority can oppose. That rule was not followed, and the viva voce vote, which was done, is not in accordance with the rules. We were shouting at the top of our voice on that matter. I'm sorry to note it is not included in this journal, and I'm requesting the Majority Floor Leader to make the necessary corrections so that we are not misunderstood. We are talking about very important matters like following the rules of the House, and therefore we are requesting that the journal be adjusted accordingly, and exactly what I said when I was raising it should be registered in the journal for purposes of clarity and truthfulness in the reflections of our journal.
The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, we note with gravity the concerns of the veteran legislator from the city of Manila, last survivor of the Plaza Miranda bombing, and we will do our best to satisfy our concerns after reviewing the transcript and journal.
The Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Majority Floor Leader. I would like to admit that I was one of those victims of Plaza Miranda bombing in 1971, but I'd like to stress that I was a young man then. While I still feel young, decades have already passed, but our fight for democracy, freedom and liberty continues. Thank you.
The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, with leave of the House, I move that we consider House Bill 2924 and direct the Secretary General to read the title of the bill and therefore call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 2924 and call the roll of the members for voting.
House Bill number 2924, an act creating a barangay to be known as Barangay Cristo Rey in the municipality of Capas, province of Tarlac. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 2924. Abad, Abaya, Abayan, Villanosa, Abu, Abueg, Charon, Ako, Pacosta, Costa Alba, Adjong, Adbingula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabi, Bautista, Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulutpictang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixurbiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Caso, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cerilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Cubanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisolgo, Cuba, Coresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor, del Mar, de Rosario, de Los Montaña, de Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita Buhain, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Ferrión, Florenda, Flores, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, García, García Urbano, Garín, Gazataya, Gatchalian, Herón, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Goriceta, Gullias, Hernández, Herrera, D. Hofer, Malusos, Xavier, Conjun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lilim, Gaichong, Lubrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Macapagalaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangododato, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Villana, Minding, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Navan, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez, Maliñaon, Huaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Provincia de Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirzato, Ramos, Relámpagos, Sevilla, Ropuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Salis, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salón, Sambar, Santobal, Santos Recto, Sarmientos, Sevillanos, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Mansing, Suárez, Alvarado, Tamundig, Tan, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Talentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turabi, Nataman, T. Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uybareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Vilar de Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suárez, Villarica, Villarín, Biolago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 221 in affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention votes, House Bill number 2924 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading the House Bill number 3839. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 2839 and after that call the roll for voting.
House Bill number 3839, an act creating a barangay to be known as Barangay North Sigal Village in the city of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 3839. Abad, Abaya, Bayan, Villanosa, Abu, Abeg, Charon, Ako, Pacosta, Costa Alba, Adjong, Adbingula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara, Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista Bendigan, Belaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulutbictang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixorbiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castero, Castro, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cirilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Cubanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor del Mar, de Rosario, de Los Montaña, Dimaporo, Duwabit, Durano, D. Elago, Enverga, Erice, Rigel, Ermita Buhayin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Bardone, Pariñas, Fernando Ferrer, Periol, Florendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, Garcia, Garcia Albano, Garin, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Gog, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Goreseta, Gullias, Hernandez, Herrera D. Hopper, Halosos, Xavier, Kokonghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lilim, Kaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Makapagloroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudadatong, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Meliana, Minding, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Mominal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Pandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Primicia Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Lampagos, Rivilla, Rawapuno, Robes, Rocomora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarberia, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Savillanos, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing, Suarez, Alvarado, Tambuting, Tan, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turabi, Nataman, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uybareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Bilarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarasa Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Biolago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 221 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention votes, House Bill number 3839 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading House Bill number 3840. And may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 3840 and after that call the roll of the members for voting.
House Bill number 3840, an act creating a barangay to be known as Barangay South Signal Village in the city of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members for consideration on third reading of House Bill 3840 of Honorable Representatives Abad, Abaya, Abayon, Abilianosa, Abu, Abweg, Acharon, Akop, Acosta, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay, Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonting Nagyat, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Anday Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbison, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barzaga, Batawel, Baducabi, Bautista, Bandigan, Belaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminiro, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chepeco, Co, Juanco, Corrientes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cusalan, Crisólogo, Jua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor, del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalia, de Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Enverga, Irice, Eriguel, Ermita Buhayen, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Perriol, Ploirendo, Flores, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, Garcia, Garcia Albano, Garin, Gasataya, Gatsalian, Heron, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Gorseta, Gullias, Hernandez, Herrera D, Hofer, Halosos, Javier, Co, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Lawagan, Lasatin, Leachon, Li, Limcaychong, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez, Malañaon, Huaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Princías, Agabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdo, Roque, Sagdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Sabellano, Sema, Siao, Silverio, Simpson, Swansea, Suarez, C. Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan, Tijada, Teves, Tiangco, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turabinataman, T. Umali, Unabia, Ungap, Unico, Uy, Bareta, Vargas Alfonso, Bilarde, Velasco Catera, Viloso, Vergara, Villafuerte, Villanueva, Villarraza, Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Vilago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Sarati, and Zubiri.
With 221 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention votes, House Bill number 3840 is approved on third reading.
Mr.
Majority
Speaker.
Leader.
Mr. Speaker,
What is the pleasure of the gentleman from Samar?
I would like to read the second paragraph of Section 57, approval of bill or joint resolution on second reading. It says, quote, bills of local application under the calendar of business may be summarily approved on second reading through an omnibus motion of the majority leader, citing the numbers assigned thereto and the pages of the calendar of business on which they are listed, unquote. I think we are going to be able to save valuable time of the House if the majority leader uses this paragraph of Section 57, because as I see it, there are about 35 more local bills that may have to be approved tonight, and we'll be losing a lot of time. So I would suggest to the distinguished majority leader, and I'm not exactly teaching what he ought to do, is to avail of this paragraph and present an omnibus motion for all of these bills of local application in order to save the time of the House to consider more important matters and to lessen the anxiety of the authors of these local bills, who I'm sure are very interested to get them approved as soon as possible. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, we are very thankful to our esteemed colleague, a veteran parliamentarian. But we beg his indulgence because Section 57 covers bills on second reading. The bills we are approving for consideration on third reading, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor. So we have to go through nominal voting for each of them. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading, House Bill number 3841, and request the Secretary General to read the title and to call for the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 3841, and after that, call the roll of the members for voting.
House Bill number 3841, an act creating a barangay to be known as Barangay Central Signal Village in the city of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members for consideration on third reading of House Bill 3841 of Honorable Representatives Abad, Abaya, Abayon, Abilianosa, Abu, Abweg, Alcharon, Acop, Acosta Alba, Adyong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay, Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alontinagkiat, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angar, Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Tucabe, Bautista Bandigan, Vilaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bondok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot Bectang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminiro, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Sirapica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Cojuanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cusalan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor, del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalia, de Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Di Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Irigel, Ermita Buhayen, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrellas, Eusebio, Ibardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Perer, Periol, Loirendo, Flores, Fortun, Fortuno, Pentevilla, Garbin, García, García Albano, Garin, Gasataya, Gatsalian, Heron, Go, Gomez, Gonzaga, González, Goreseta, Gulias, Hernández, Herrera, Di, Hofer, Halosos, Javier, Co, Conghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Lawagan, Lazatin, Liatson, Lee, Limkaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Macapagal-Arroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Marculeta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mendeng, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañao, Nuaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Premisies Agabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez Sato, Ramos, Lampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sacarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Sabillano, Sema, Siao, Silverio, Singson, Suansing, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan, Tijada, Tebes, Tiangco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turabinataman, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy, Oy, Barreta, Vargas Alfonso, Bilarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villarraza, Rusuarez, Villarica, Villarin, Biolago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Sarate, and Zubiri.
With 221 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention votes, House Bill number 3841 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading House Bill number 3842, and my request Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and to call for the nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 3842 and afterwards call the roll of the members for voting.
House Bill number 3842, an act creating a barangay to be known as Barangay North Daang Hari in the city of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members. Consideration House Bill number 3842. Abad, Abaya, Bayan, Villanosa, Abu Abweg, Acharon, Ako, Pacosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Adbincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Argones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabe, Bautista, Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulot Bigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixorbiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cirilles, Chavez, Chepeco, Coanco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Coselan, Crisolgo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor del Mar, de Rosario, de Los Montañas, de Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Rigel, Ermita Buhayin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Fariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Periol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, García, García Albano, Garin, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go, Gomez, Gonzaga, González, Goreseta, Gullias, Hernández, Herrera, Hopper, Halosos, Javier, Co, Conghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lacman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Leachon, Lee, Limkaichong, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Macbagloroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manauro, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mendig, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañao, Nuaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Pangiliban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Kimbok, Radazar, Ramos, Relampagos, Revillar, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdales, Sagarbaria, Saali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sarmiento, Savillanos, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Swansing, Suarez, Bunting, Tan, Tejada, Tieves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Dugna, Tupas, T. Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy, Ibareta, Vargas, Velarde, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villeperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarin, Biolago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 222 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 3842 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading, House Bill number 3843, and for this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill
Mr. Speaker,
and to call the roll for nominal voting.
What is the pleasure of the gentleman from Buhay Party List?
we just would like to inquire why the Secretariat announces a 221 vote in the affirmative when there are only 73 members on the floor. Saan nanggagaling yung botong yun? Gusto ko lang malaman para po naman maliwanagan namin. Baka bumoboto na po ang ating audience, ang gallery. There are 73 members on the floor and it could not have been 221 as announced by the Secretariat. I want that to put on record and let it be as part of our record.
The Majority Leader. The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 3843 and afterwards call the roll of members for voting.
House Bill number 3843, anak creating barangay to be known as Barangay South Taanghari in the City of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 3843. Abaya, Abayer, Bellinosa, Abu, Abweg, Acharon, Ako, Acosta, Adjong, Adbicula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Matong, Andaya, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcilla, Serena, Sanchenza, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barsaga, Batawil, Batucabe, Belaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Betis, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Cagas, Calderon, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Celeste, Serapica, Chipeco, Coango, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisolgo, Cuba, Coresma, Cueva, Delipet, Dalog, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, De Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Di Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Ferriol, Florendo, Pendebella, Garbin, Garcia, Garin, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Hero, Gog, Gomez, Gonzaga, Gonzales, Guriseta, Gullias, Hernandez, Herrerdi, Hopper, Halosos, Javier, Kokunghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasetin, Lopez, Loyola, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Marcos, Marino, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nolasco, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarberia, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbangon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sarmiento, Sevillano, Sema, Xiausi, Silverio, Singson, Swansing, Suarez, Tambunting, Tan, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, T. Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Ibareta, Vargas, Velarde, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarin, Biolago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 223 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 3840 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading, House Bill number 3844. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 3844 and afterwards call the roll of the members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 3844, an act creating Barangay Tibinono sa Barangay Central, Bicutan, the City of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill 3844. Abad, Abaya, Bayan, Bellanosa, Abu Abeg, Acharon, Adbicula, Agaraw, Agabao, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alvarez, Armante, Amatong, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Batawil, Batocabe, Belaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biron, Bulilla, Brosas, Cagas, Calderon, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilaw, Castro, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cerillas, Chipeco, Cuago, Collantes, Quisolgo, Cua, Quaresma, Cueva, Delipe, Dalog, Daza, De Jesus, De Venecia, De Vera, Defensor del Mar, De Rosario, De Maporo, Duabi, Telago, Enverga, Erice, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Fernando, Ferrer, Ferriol, Floirendo, Flores, Fortuno, Garbin, Garcia, Garin, Gasataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Gómez, González, Goriseta, Gullias, Hernández, Herdi, Hofer, Aloso, Xavier, Conjun, Labad-Labad, Lanete, Laugan, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mariño, Marquez, Martínez, Matugas, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nograles, Nolasco, Guaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Radasa, Ramos, Relámpago, Sevilla, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez, Román, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Zagarbería, Sahali, Salimbangon, Salo, Salón, Sambar, Sarmiento, Sabillanos, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Simpson, Swansings, Suárez, Zambutín, Tan, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy, Ibereta, Vargas, Velarde, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarín, Biolago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 223 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 3844 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, let us acknowledge our guests who wish to witness the plenary session. Stuart Harrison, Abigail Aleli Tan, Adrian Cesar Puse, guest of Congresswoman Sara Ilago and the Makabayan Coalition. Mr. Speaker.
Guests of Congresswoman Sara Ilago, welcome to the House of Representatives.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading of the House Bill number 3845. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 3845 and afterwards call the roll of members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 3845, an act creating Barangay Tibinono, Barangay New Lower Bicutan, City of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 3845. Abad, Abaya, Bayan, Bellanosa, Ako, Pacosta, Adbicula, Agaraw, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Batawil, Batocabe, Belaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Brosas, Cagas, Calderon, Caminero, Campos, Casilaw, Castelo, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cirillas, Chavez, Chipego, Cuago, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Cua, Quaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, De Vera, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, Di Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Elago, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Evardore, Pariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Periol, Ferrendo, Flores, Fortuno, Garcia, Garin, Gatchalian, Heron, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Guriseta, Gullias, Hernández, Hofer, Alosos, Xavier, Conjun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mogdadato, Marcos, Mariño, Meliana, Mendig, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Aminal, Ocampo, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pineda, Plaza, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Sactalan, Sagarbería, Sahali, Salimbangos, Salos, Sarmiento, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Simpson, Mansing, Suarez, Tambunting, Tan, Teves, Chaco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Uy, Uybareta, Vargas, Velarde, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 223 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 3845 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, let us acknowledge our guests at the gallery. The officers of the Nabua Retirees Association, Nabua Camarines Sur, headed by Mrs. Leonor B. Hugo, President. All guests of Honorable Salvio Fortuno of the 5th District, Camarines Sur, Mr. Speaker.
Guests of Representative Salvio Fortuno, please rise. Welcome to the House of Representatives. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading, House Bill number 3848. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General and be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call for the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 3848 and afterwards call the roll of the members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 3848, Anak Creating Barangay Tibinoon sa Barangay Katoparan in the City of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 3848. Abad, Abaya, Abayon, Abilianosa, Abu, Acharon, Ako, Pacosta, Agabao, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcilla, Somentado, Bagao, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Belaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Cagas, Calderon, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Castro, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Serafica, Chavez, Chipeco, Co, Cuago, Collates, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, De Vera, Defensor, Del Mar, Del Rosario, de los Dimaporo, Duabit, Durano, Di, El Agua, Enverga, Eriguel, Escudero, Espina, Estrella, Eusebio, Ferrer, Ferriol, Floredo, Flores, Fortun, Garbin, García, Garin, Gasataya, Gachalian, Heron, Go, Gomez, Gonzaga, González, Gureceta, Gullas, Hernández, Hopper, Aluso, Xavier, Co, Conjun, Labadabad, Lacson, Lanete, Laugan, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Maceta, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Martínez, Matugas, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Guaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Radasa, Ramos, Rampagos, Revilla, Roman, Romero, Romaldo, Sactalan, Sagarbería, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Sarmiento, Sevillano, Sema, Singson, Suansing, Suárez, Tamuting, Tan, Tejada, Teves, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy, Uybareta, Vargas, Vilarde, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 223 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 3848 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, let us acknowledge our guests at the gallery, principals of elementary and high schools from the Department of Education, Division of Pagadian City, all guests of Divina Grace Yo, Representative 1st District, Zamboanga del Sur, Mr. Speaker.
Guests of Representative Divina Yu, please rise. Welcome to the House of Representatives. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading, House Bill number 3849. And for this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill, thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 3849 and afterwards call the roll of members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 3849, Anak Creating Barangay Tibinoon sa Barangay Tanyag, in the City of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 3849. Abad, Abaya, Abayan, Bellanosa, Abu, Abueg, Acharon, Ako, Pacosta, Adjong, Adbingula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Batawil, Batocabi, Bautista, Bautista, Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biron, Bulilla, Bordado, Brosas, Cagas, Calderon, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Ciriles, Chávez, Chipeco, Cuaco, Collantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisólogo, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilagua, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Escudero, Espina, Eusebio, Ibardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Flores, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, García, Garín, Gazataya, Gachalian, Gerón, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Groseta, Gullas, Hernández, Hofer, Olosos, Javier, Conjun, Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lubrigat, López, Loyola, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalom, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Guaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Plaza, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramos, Relámpagos, Sevilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocomora, Rodríguez, Romualdo, Roques, Garbería, Sahalis, Saldes, Salimbangon, Salo, Salón, Sambar, Sandoval, Savillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Singson, Suárez, Tambuting, Tan, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Barreta, Vargas, Velarde, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarín, Biolago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 223 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention votes, House Bill number 3849 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading, House Bill number 3850. For this purpose, may I request that the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 3850 and afterwards call the roll of members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 3850, Anak Creating a Barangay to be known as Barangay San Miguel in the city of Taguig, Metro Manila. Roll call of members for consideration on third reading, House Bill 3850, Honorable Representatives Abad, Abaya, Abayon, Abellanosa, Abu, Abweg, Acharon, Akop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Aglipay, Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angar, Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagatsing, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barzaga, Batawel, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertes, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Budot, Bigtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminiro, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Serapica, Cerillas, Chavez, Chipeco, Juanco, Coliantes, Cortés, Cortuna, Cozalan, Crisólogo, Cua, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de Los Montalia, de Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Di Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita Buhayin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Perer, Periol, Ploirendo, Flores, Portuno, Pentebella, Garbin, García, García Albano, Garin, Gazatay, Gatchelian, Heron, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Gorseta, Gullias, Hernández, Herrera D, Hofer, Haloshos, Javierco, Congun, Labadlabat, Lagson, Lagman, Lanete, Lawagan, Lazadim, Lichon, Lee, Lingkaychong, Lubrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Macapagalaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangud, Dadato, Marculeta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mendeng, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañao, Nuaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Princesa Gabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirasato, Ramos, Rilampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahales, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Zambar, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Sabellano, Sema, Siao, Silverio, Singson, Suansing, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan, Tejada, Tebes, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Torabinataman, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy, Bareta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Velarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Viloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villaras Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Villago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, and Zubiri.
With 223 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 3850 is approved on third reading.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading, House Bill number 4848. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill 4848 and afterwards call the roll of members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 4848, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the city of Bislig, province of Surigao del Sur, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members for consideration on third reading, House Bill 4848. Honorable Congress Representatives Abad, Abayad, Abayon, Apilianosa, Abu, Abweg, at Charon, Ako Pacosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Abdincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Agdipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angara Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawil, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Billones, Biron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Bravo, Brosas, Bulut Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campus, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Serapica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chepeco, Cucu, Juanco, Juliante, Cortés, Cortuna, Cuselan, Crisólogo, Cuba, Quaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, de Jesús, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de los Montalia, de Maporo, Duabit, Duranet, Di, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Eriquel, Ermito Buhangin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ebardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Perer, Periol, Floirendo, Flores, Fortun, Portuno, Buendevilla, Garbin, García, García Albano, Garín, Gasataya, Gachalian, Giron, Gómez, Gonzagas, González, Gurreceta, Gullias, Hernández, Herrera D, Hofer, Halos Javier Co, Conjun, Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Awagan, Lazatin, Lichon, Lee, Limcaychong, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Macapagalaroyo, Maceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangundadato, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariñas, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mendeng, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez, Malañao, Nuamina, Locampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Paquiar, Pauduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganaybian, Panotes, Papandayan, Pizay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Princesa, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramiresato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdo, Roque, Sakdalan, Sacarbaria, Sahali, Salceda, Selimbang, Gonzalo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Santos Recto, Sarmiento, Sabillano, Sema, Siao, Silverio, Singson, Suansing, Suarez, Si Alvarado, Tambunting, Tan, Tejada, Tebes, Chanco, Tintiño, Tolentino, Triñas, Tugna, Tupas, Torabinataman, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Unico, Uy, Barrieta, Vargas Alfonso, Vilarde, Vilasco, Vilasco Catera, Viloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villarasa, Suarez, Villarica, Villarin, Viloago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, and Zubiri.
With 223 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention votes, House Bill number 4848 is hereby approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading, House Bill number 4850. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call for the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 4850 and afterwards call the roll of members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 4850. An act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Lopez, province of Quezon, appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 4850. Abad, Abaya, Bayer, Bellanosa, Abu Abeg, Charon, Acosta, Adjong, Adbigula, Agaraw, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Matong, Andaya, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Achesa, Aumentado, Bagao, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Bilaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biron, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Brosas, Cagas, Calderon, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilo, Castelo, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Cerilles, Chavez, Chipeco, Coco, Huaco, Cosalan, Resolgo, Cuba, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, De Jesus, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, de Vaporo, Duabit, Durano, Di Elago, Enverga, Erice, Rigel, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Eusebio, Verdone, Parillas, Fernando, Periol, Florendo, Flores, Fortuno, Garbin, Garcia, Garin, Gasataya, Gachayan, Heron, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Gorzeta, Gullias, Hernández, Herrera D, Hopper, Jaloso, Xavier, Co, Conjun, Lagman, Lanete, Liachon, Lee, Lopez, Loyola, Maceta, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mongotodato, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Meliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Nograles, Nolasco, Ubaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Pandayan, Pineda, Plaza, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramos, Relámpagos, Villar, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez, Román, Romero, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbería, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbán, Gonzalo, Salón, Zambar, Sandoval, Sarmiento, Sevillano, Semas, Xiaus, Silverio, Singson, Suansing, Suárez, Tambunting, Tan, Tejada, Tebes, Chaco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy, Bareta, Vargas, Velarde, Velasco, Viloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarín, Violago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 223 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 4850 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading House Bill number 4851. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is hereby directed to read the title of House Bill number 4851 and afterwards call the roll of members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 4851, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Patimonan, province of Quezon, appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 4851. Abad, Dabaya, Bayan, Bellanosa, Abu Acharon, Ako, Pacosta, Adjong, Adbicula, Agaraw, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Albizon, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Persaga, Batocabe, Bautista, Bondigan, Belaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertiz, Biason, Bolilla, Bundok, Bordado, Brosas, Cagas, Calderon, Caminero, Campos, Casilo, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Cayetano, Celeste, Chipeco, Coco, Huaco, Collantes, Cortés, Cosalan, Crisolgo, Cuaresma, Cueva, Dalipe, Dalog, Daza, De Jesus, de Venecia, de Vera, Defensor del Mar, del Rosario, Nimaporo, Duabit, Durano, Di, Enverga, Erice, Rigel, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ferrer, Feriol, Fortuno, Pentebella, Garbin, Garcia, Garin, Gasataya, Gachayan, Heron, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Gorzeta, Gullias, Hernández, Hofer, Alosos, Xavier, Conjun, Labad, Lacson, Lanete, Laugan, Lasatin, Liachon, Lilim, Caichong, Lobrigat, Lopez, Loyola, Maceta, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudodato, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martínez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Novel, Nograles, Sulasco, Guaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Plaza, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramos, Relámpagos, Sevilla, Robes, Rocamora, Rodríguez, Román, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sahali, Salceda, Salimbán, Gonzalo, Sandoval, Santo Sarmiento, Sevillano, Sema, Xiao, Silverio, Swansing, Suárez, Tambuting, Tan, Tejada, Tebes, Chaco, Ting, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy, Bareta, Vargas, Velarde, Velasco, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarín, Violago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 224 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention votes, House Bill number 4851 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration and third reading House Bill number 4852. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 4852 and afterwards call the roll of members for nominal voting.
House Bill 4852, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Gumaca, province of Quezon, and appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members for consideration on third reading of House Bill 4852. Abad, Abaya, Abayon, Abilianosa, Abu, Abweg, Atcharon, Akop, Acosta, Acosta Alba, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Agdipay Villar, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatong, Andaya, Angar, Castillo, Antonino, Antonio, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Arenas, Atienza, Aumentado, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Barsaga, Batawel, Batocabi, Bautista Bandigan, Vilar, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Beron, Bolilla, Bundok, Burdado, Bravo, Brosas, Budot Begtang, Cagas, Calderon, Calixto Rubiano, Caminero, Campos, Canama, Cari, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, Catamco, Caetano, Celeste, Serapica, Ceriles, Chavez, Chipeco, Cuanco, Juliantes, Cortes, Cortuna, Cusalan, Crisólogo, Jua, Quaresma, Cueva, Delipe, Dalog, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, de Vero, Defensor del Mar, de Rosario, de Los Montalia, de Maporo, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Inverga, Erice, Eriguel, Ermita Buhayin, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Eusebio, Ibardone, Pariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Perriol, Lorenzo, Flores, Fortuno, Pentevilla, Garbin, García, García Albano, Garin, Gacetaya, Gatchalian, Heron, Go, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Gorseta, Gullias, Hernández, Herrera, D, Hofer, Jaloso, Xavier, Co, Conjun, Labat-Labat, Lacson, Lacman, Planeta, Loagan, Lasatin, Lichon, Lee, Kim Kaichong, Lobregat, Lopez, Loyola, Macapagalaroyo, Barceda, Madrona, Malapitan, Manalo, Mangawang, Mangudadato, Marcoleta, Marcos, Mariño, Marquez, Martinez, Matugas, Miliana, Mending, Mendoza, Mercado, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Núñez Malañaon, Waminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Panganiban, Panotes, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Provincia, Sagabas, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramirez, Sato, Ramos, Relampagos, Revilla, Roapuno, Robes, Rocamora, Rodriguez, Roman, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sacarbaria, Sales, Salceda, Salimbangon, Salo, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Santos, Recto, Sarmiento, Sevillano, Sema, Siao, Silverio, Singson, Suansing, Suarez y Alvarado, Tambonding, Tan, Tejada, Tevez, Chanco, Tiño, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Turabinatamanti, Kumali, Unabia, Unga, Bunico, Uy, Barreta, Vargas, Vargas Alfonso, Bilarde, Velasco, Velasco Catera, Veloso, Vergara, Villapuerte, Villanueva, Villasal Suárez, Villariga, Villaren, Biolago, Yap, Yu, Zamoro, Sarati, Sobiri.
With 224 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 4852 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the consideration on third reading House Bill number 4853. For this purpose, may I request the Secretary General be directed to read the title of the bill and thereafter to call the roll for nominal voting.
The Secretary General is directed to read the title of House Bill 4853 and afterwards call the roll of members for nominal voting.
House Bill number 4853, an act establishing a multi-species marine hatchery in the municipality of Barobo, province of Surigao del Sur, appropriating funds therefore. Roll call of members, consideration House Bill number 4853. Abad, Abaya, Bayan, Ballenosa, Abu Abweg, Atcharon, Acop, Acosta, Adjong, Advincula, Agaraw, Agabaw, Albano, Alcala, Alejano, Almario, Almonte, Alonte, Alvarez, Amante, Amatog, Aragones, Arbizon, Arcillas, Bagaw, Bagaching, Bagilat, Banal, Barbers, Batocabi, Bautista, Bandigan, Bilaro, Belmonte, Benitez, Bernos, Bertis, Biason, Billones, Bulilla, Bundok, Bordado, Brosas, Cagas, Calderon, Caminero, Campos, Casilao, Castelo, Castro, Catampo, Caetano, Chavez, Chipeco, Co, Cubanco, Cortés, Cortuna, Cosalan, Crisolgo, Cua, Quaresma, Cueva, Delipet, Daza, de Jesus, de Venecia, Defensor del Mar, de Rosario, de Vaporo, Duabit, Durano, Di, Ilago, Enverga, Erice, Rigel, Escudero, Espina, Espino, Estrella, Ibadone, Pariñas, Fernando, Ferrer, Perriol, Flores, Fortuno, Pentebella, García, Garin, Gazataya, Gatchalian, Heron, Gog, Gómez, Gonzaga, González, Goreceta, Gullias, Hernández, Hopper, Javier, Konghun, Labad-Labad, Lacson, Lagman, Lanete, Laugan, Limgachon, Lobregat, Maceda, Madrona, Manalo, Mangawang, Marculeta, Marcos, Mending, Mendoza, Mirasol, Montoro, Nava, Nieto, Noel, Nograles, Nolasco, Guaminal, Ocampo, Olivares, Ong, Ortega, Pacquiao, Paduano, Palma, Pancho, Papandayan, Pichay, Pimentel, Pineda, Plaza, Kimbo, Radasa, Ramos, Ilampago, Sevilla, Robes, Rocamora, Romero, Romualdez, Romualdo, Roque, Sacdalan, Sagarbaria, Sahalin, Salon, Sambar, Sandoval, Sarmiento, Savillano, Semas, Xiao, Singson, Suansing, Suarez, Tambuting, Tan, Tejada, Teves, Chanco, Ting, Tino, Tolentino, Treñas, Tugna, Tupas, Ti, Umali, Unabia, Ungab, Único, Uy, Uybareta, Vargas, Veloso, Vergara, Villaperte, Villanueva, Villarica, Villarin, Yolago, Yap, Yu, Zamora, Zarate, Subiri.
With 224 affirmative votes, no negative votes, no abstention, House Bill number 4853 is approved on third reading. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker,
What is the pleasure of the gentleman from the 1st District of Albay?
before we proceed to the other bills on third reading, I rise to move for the reconsideration of the approval during the previous session.
Mr. Speaker, I ask for a few minutes suspension.
Session suspended.
Hindi ba mo pinapatapos? Hindi mo dinatapos eh. Sinususpend.
Sessions resume. The Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, the Honorable Edsel Lagman wishes to be recognized. I move for the recognition of the Honorable gentleman from Albay.
The gentleman from 1st District of Albay, Congressman Edsel Lagman, is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Majority Leader. I rise to move for the reconsideration of the approval during the previous session day, last Wednesday, 22 February 2017, of the Majority Leader's motion to terminate the debates on House Bill number 4727. I voted with the majority precisely to entitle me today, the succeeding session day, to file this motion for reconsideration because my objection to close the debates was not recognized by the then presiding officer who submitted the motion for voting, stating that there was no objection. I stood and objected together with Representative Raul Dasa, who rose on a question of on another question. Mr. Speaker, may I have 5 minutes to explain the reasons for which my motion for reconsideration is anchored?
You have the Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, with all due respect from the gentleman from Albay, Section 103, when a measure, report, or motion is approved, adopted, or lost, a member who voted with the majority may move for its reconsideration. Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, from his own statements, the gentleman from Albay did not vote in approval of the motion. Therefore, the motion for reconsideration is not in order. With that, Mr. Speaker, Your Honor, I move to adjourn till tomorrow, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Mr. Speaker,
The session is adjourned.
objection, Mr. Speaker.
There's an objection.
The majority leader was not listening to my statement. I said that I voted with the majority.
There's a motion to adjourn.
Precisely to entitle me today to file this motion. And today would be the next session day.
The session is
I
adjourned.
object to the adjournment before
The session
I
is
finish my
adjourned
statement.
until tomorrow, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
The presiding officer does not